Your question is how I can fight to see this through. This motion is no longer my motion. It's already a Senate resolution. I introduced the motion. The Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has approved all the prayers contained therein, even with an additional prayer. So the Senate has taken it over. It's no longer Senator Victor Umeh. I was the conveyor of the motion, but the decision has been taken by the Senate. So any authority in Nigeria cannot take it lightly. You know, the transmission company of Nigeria are already put on notice, and we'll communicate them accordingly. We will communicate them accordingly. You said there will be trouble. We are ready for the trouble. This country, the problem we have is corruption. Corruption has eaten deep into our fabric, that people who are directors in many agencies of government are taking this country for a ride. They know the correct things to do, but because of their pecuniary interests, they sabotage the local efforts being made in this country. Because how can a responsible Nigerian not see through it that very simple thing that can be made in Nigeria, you have recourse to international procurement? You cannot do that. If we continue to do it this way, this country will never become anything. I know that before the war, Japan was rearing its head up. Things made in Japan were rejected in the Nigerian markets. Japan. Today, Japan is a world power, both in technology and everything. So this meter we're talking about, 70% of the content can be sourced locally. Plastic, the cover for these meters are plastic. And they can make these plastics here. The electronic part of it, the meter, is just about 20%, you know, and they are readily available. They can be outsourced and brought in, and you have a complete meter. So we cannot continue to allow people who stay in the comfort of their offices enter into negotiations and deals, and they continue to outsource things we can do in Nigeria for their pecuniary interests. So if I'm going to follow up this one, because the Senate will communicate this to TCN. The battle will be fought from all fronts. The Association of Meter Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, the Meter Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, AMON, you'll see what they will do. We are going to chase them, and we have said we're not against the loan. There is a wrong way to see it. We're not against the loan. We're talking about the application of the loan, how to apply it. If they will give us the loan, we will take, but not to expose our local manufacturers to international financial bidding process that will make them lose out and will resort to importation of these meters when we produce our own items. So we cannot run away from challenges that people who benefit from the rot will pose. If they try to be seeing me on television every day, yes, this is the way to fight them and create the enabling environment for businesses to thrive locally here, particularly manufacturing activities. Anything you have on you now is from abroad. Everything. The country cannot survive under this severe economic distress that we are passing through. So we are ready. Don't bother about that. We've done it procedurally. The Senate has taken it over. And if they want to be in collision paths with the Senate, we'll see. We are the people who will approve any money that will be spent in Nigeria. Even loans that you take, we will approve it here. All loan requests are brought to the National Assembly. So if we are going to approve loan requests from government, and then you tell us to remove our eyes from the way the loans will be utilized, you are not getting it right. That's why we have power of oversight. That's the power of oversight that we have. If you try it, we'll strangulate you. Can't do anything. This country must find a way to stand up and be like others, so that we begin to produce If we can produce even 40% of what we use in Nigeria, we would have become a giant. You know, we are importing everything. So I am here. If you know me, I think you know me from the 8th Senate.
We know you, yes.
I say things nobody. I say the truth and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
And nothing can happen to me. Yes.
Thank you.
Then on almost a question about how we can extend this to other activities.